Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. I'm pleased to be joined by Spike Kohlbecker, who will be driving in the USF 2000 series for Ignite Autosport with Kate Motorsports. A lot of combination teams in IndyCar for the in the road to Indy. How's it going, man?
I'm good. Yeah, thanks for having me on this show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I love doing these things. I'm excited to answer some of your questions.
Okay, so of course it was only a few months ago that this team was announced with Ignite Autosport. You're going to be teammates with Evan Stammer. What's that going to be? How exciting was it? Because I know you came from F4, but what's it going to be like jumping from those kinds of cars to USF 2000?
It's not a huge jump, but it's definitely a change. Some of the chassis is a little bit different between F4 and USF 2000. The tires are a little bit different. They peak really early on in the races or in the stints when you have new tires. You kind of get like your 1 and 2 lap go type things, and then F4 it's you get more of a gracious period throughout the cycle, and especially in races. But I'm super excited. This team was thrown together, and it's going to be a great program. And I think it's not only going to happen this year, but it's going to continue on in the future with the Ignite Autosport team. So I'm also really excited to run with Cape. That they have their stuff down. That they're a really good winning team. So I'm excited to see what they have in store as well, because I'm only there for some portion of it. I drive it and I have to give them feedback. So I'm excited to see how they take that feedback and interpret it into the car.
So, of course, not a lot of people maybe know about you. So kind of talk about your background. Where have you, how did you get into racing, and how did this whole thing start?
So I got into racing when I was 4. So I've been racing for 14 years now. I'm 18 years old now. My grandpa got me into it. He was a car collector, and he always was a PCA member, Porsche Club member, and did track days and was an instructor and stuff like that. And when he was younger, he also used to go on vacations with my mom their vacations were to go to racetracks, and they actually had their honeymoon at Road America. I've been testing on Road Atlanta. Got them mixed up. But anyways, Grandpa got me into it for Christmas. Just turned 4. And Grandpa, I walk out there, and Grandpa's got this go-kart on the table for Christmas, and it was kind of like a family event thing that we do and go out on the weekends. We chuck the go-kart in the back of the Lexus SUV and drive out to Peevely and go test and practice and get used to it. And then from there, I started racing regionally, first locally, then regionally, and then a bit nationally. And then I traveled around the world racing Formula Ford in the UK, Canada, and New Zealand. And then I went back to New Zealand to run F3 in TRS. And then I came over here in the States, my home place, and started running F4 here in the US.
So kind of going into this season, it's going to be an interesting one. You're going to a lot of places, Barber, St. Pete, Toronto, the usual stops that the USF 2000 series goes to, along with the rest of the road to Indy. What kind of track are you really looking forward to, really kind of this season?
There's 2 tracks I'm really looking forward to. One is Barber, because I've won at Barber.
Yeah.
We're getting lots of testing at Barber, which is amazing. But all the other drivers get lots of testing. So I think that first race is going to be super, super tight. Small mistakes will cost you in qualifying a lot, because there's going to be tons of testing there. And another track I'm really looking forward to is St. Petersburg, because in St. Petersburg, there's a place called Treasure Island, and I used to go there for vacation. And I used to come to St. Petersburg when IndyCar was running, when I was there on spring break when I was a kid. And I used to run the 5K, and I'd run it on the track. So I think I finished second place on the 5K one time. So I think I can hopefully lose a position and finish first in the real race and convert it.
So, really kind of looking in, of course, you're going to be paired with Evan Stammer, who's your teammate. What's it been like? Have you ever met him? Have you known him, or what's it going to be like working with him?
So I've known Evan for about 7 years, 6, 7 years. He lives in Illinois, so he's not that far away. But he always was at the track at Gateway, which is not. It's about 35 minutes away from me, and we would always test together, and we've been buddies for quite a long time. So I have a good relationship with them.
Um, so overall, I mean, what are your expectations for the season? You're driving for the Cape Motorsports team. Obviously, if you haven't heard, they did not win the championship last year, which pretty much shocked everybody. But what's it going to be like running this year? And what's going to happen with you guys this year, you think?
Um, I'm shooting to win the championship. I'm putting in the hours off track. Uh, I think that if you work hard off track, uh, you will be rewarded with on track. So I do mental training and stuff, and I have a sim. You can't see it on camera, but it's right up here above my bed. So I'm working out and doing everything that I think I need to do to prepare for the season. Uh, and you can say you want to do this and do that, but it's racing, and you kind of just got to go with the flow pretty much. So it's going to be a good year, though. I hope to win.
Yeah. All right, Spike. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk with us, and good luck. Good luck this season, and let's have you on again sometime.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to come back on again. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.